Snowstorms, Supreme Courts, and cell phones. All this and more next on Fisher News. Hello and welcome to Fisher News. I am Diana Russo. On February 9th, Fisher received a $410,000 grant from the Higher Education Capital Match Program, or HECAP, to help build and install equipment for the recently built Integrated Science and Health Services building. HECAP is a competitive grant program administered by the New York State Dormitory Authority. It requires a 3-to-1 financial match by the participating college to receive funds. With the funds, the college plans to buy and install laboratory equipment for the facility, whose academic programs support the region's science and healthcare workforce. Dr. Rooney said in a statement, "Enrollment in the sciences has grown exponentially at Fisher in recent years, and this grant enables us to continue to train the next generation of scientists and healthcare professionals who will service our region." Fisher felt the heat, or should I say the cold, on Tuesday as the Rochester area was hit with 18.3 inches of snow from the winter storm Olympia. Despite the college's policy that in an event of an overnight storm, closings will be announced by 6:30 a.m., classes were not canceled until 9. As for the rest of the Rochester area, the Interstate 490 was shut down in both directions for about 4 hours, and traffic on the Rondequoit Bay Bridge was at a standstill for a good portion of the day. Things were quickly back to normal on Wednesday, with the travel advisory being lifted and the roads being plowed, so it looks like we made it through the worst and got a snow day out of it too. Thank you to the faculty and staff who kept the sidewalks plowed and the students fed. Don't go away, we'll be right back on Fisher News.
Did you find it? Elbows up,
You taught him how to hit a baseball,
just like that. Set high!
how to hit a receiver,
Nice.
the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Welcome back to Fisher News. On Friday, SAB opened the weekend by bringing musician Mitch Clark to main stage. Nick Ferguson went down to check it out.
St. John Fisher brought musical guest Mitch Clark to campus Friday night. I caught up with SAB to find out more. The Student Activities Board, better known as SAB, hosts numerous events as well as bringing in several guests. On Friday, SAB brought in musical guest Mitch Clark. I asked SAB's Alyssa Vitch about how the process of bringing in a musical guest works and why they chose Mitch.
We get most of our performers from an association called NACA, and they provide specifically performers towards college-related events to come perform at colleges or spring fests and things like that. And so we get pretty much all of our performers from there because it's a very easy process, very transparent with the agents and the musicians, and you can find a lot of information on the musicians. So we chose Mitch because we got a lot of great reviews about him, and we actually saw him perform at a conference. And so we just all loved him, and he was here last year, so we decided to bring him back because we had such a great experience with him last year.
I also asked Alyssa to describe Mitch's musical style.
Typically, we've seen Mitch do a lot of acoustic, a lot of singer-songwriter types of music, and a lot of kind of classic rock, actually. So it's a good mix, and I think it'll be really nice, just a way to wind down from the week, but also to get excited about the weekend, you know.
She also talked about future events that SAB has planned for this semester.
We have an event on Tuesday, February 24th. It's going to be trivia, so you can sign up with a team and come right in main stage here to have a really fun time with your friends, play trivia. And then some future events we've got coming up. I believe we have some more novelty acts, so those are like magicians, hypnotists, things like that. We've got a big event coming up in April that we're calling the Rodeo right now. So it's going to be like a big festival with a DJ and food and like a bull that you can ride and things like that. So it'll be really fun. It'll be country themed. So keep on the lookout for that. But other than that, we've usually got stuff every week. So, you know, it's a good semester.
Fisher sure seems to have enjoyed the event and seems to be looking forward to the next one. Reporting from the campus center, Nick Ferguson, Fisher News.
Irish actor Bosco Hogan, best known for his role as Bishop John Fisher in The Tudors, which airs on Showtime, will deliver 2 performances at the college of his character's name next month. On Thursday, March 10th at 7 p.m., Hogan will perform I Am of Ireland in entertainment of W.B. Yeats. On Friday, March 11th at 2 p.m., he will deliver a lecture of his experience of playing Bishop Fisher in The Tudors. Both events are free and open to the public and will take place in Basel 135. Registration for the lecture is required and can be found in the college news section of www.sjfc.edu. These events are sponsored by the Irish Studies program at Fisher. A look at national news and politics after this break.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back. On Saturday, February 13th, Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia was found dead of an apparent heart attack in his room of a hunting lodge in Shafter, Texas. Almost immediately after his death, a fight broke out in the Capitol of whether President Obama should nominate a judge to take Justice Scalia's place in his last 11 months as president, or if the country should wait and the Supreme Court be deadlocked at 4-4 until the next president is elected in November and inaugurated in January. In a partisan move, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said that no Supreme Court nominee from President Obama would be considered. However, President Obama asserted his right to nominate the next Supreme Court justice in his first press conference since the death of Justice Scalia.
I plan to fulfill my constitutional responsibilities to nominate a successor in due time. There will be plenty of time for me to do so and for the Senate to fulfill its responsibility to give that person a fair hearing and a timely vote. These are responsibilities that I take seriously, as should everyone.
The president has yet to make any confirmed nominations, but experts expect that they will come within the next few months. All nominees must be approved by Congress before becoming a justice.
First your phone, then your home. First your phone, then your home.
Apple is fighting back after the FBI has ordered the company to develop technology to decrypt the security features of the iPhone. The order comes as the federal government has deemed it necessary to search the phone of one of perpetrators of the San Bernardino shooting, which killed 14 people and injured 22 on December 2, 2015. Apple CEO Tim Cook has refused to let his company do so, saying that while they have no sympathy for terrorists, such technology could unlock any iPhone in someone's physical possession, not just the iPhone of the shooter. Cook says that he cannot trust that the federal government wouldn't misuse this power to spy on innocent civilians with iPhones. This comes after months of conflict between the tech company and the United States government when, in 2015, Cook refused to allow the controversial National Security Agency, or NSA, to have access to user data that the company collected through consumers' use of their iPhones. That's all the news we have for this episode. Catch Fisher News and other CTV programs on Time Warner Cable Channel 12, as well as on our Facebook page, Cardinal Television Fisher. For Fisher News, I am Diana Russo.